I'm a 21-year-old college dropout, and I've made $600,000 in 6 months trading meme coins. I started with $75K worth of student loans, which means I literally had $75,000 less than you do right now. In this video, I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know to get started from A to Z. Unlike other side hustles like SMMA or dropshipping or whatever, you'll be able to verify that everything I'm saying is 100% true on-chain by the end of the video. But anyways, let's get started. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna download Phantom Wallet. It's super free. Literally just look up Phantom Wallet. You're gonna pick the second link here on Google. Click Add to Chrome or Add to Brave. Click Add Extension. And then just let that download for a sec, and it's gonna open a page. There you go, and it looks like this. And it's gonna ask you to create a wallet. You're gonna click Create New Wallet. You're gonna click Create a Seed Phrase Wallet. Then you're gonna create a password. Again, like just make it something easy to remember, whatever. Click Agree, click Continue, and then it's gonna create a wallet for you. It's also gonna give you these 12 seed words. Write them down on a piece of paper. Do not take a picture of them. Do not put them online. Literally just keep them on a piece of paper. Put it away. Don't tell anyone, because this is a way that anyone can get access to your money, so keep them very safe. Then click Continue, pick a random username, whatever, and then it's gonna create your first Phantom Wallet. Now you can click on Get Started. It's gonna open it on the right. You can also just like pin it to your Chrome, click on the Phantom thing, and now you can either buy Sol on here or send Sol directly. If you wanna buy Sol, just click on the buy button, click on Solana, and then you can do like, I don't know, anywhere between 1 to 5 Sol, and you can buy that actually with a debit card, with Apple Pay, with your bank transfer. So it's super easy. Like they've made it just so easy to get crypto now. And then if you already have a Coinbase or Kraken, or you want to buy it through there because you prefer for taxes or safety or whatever, you can click on Receive, click on Solana, and now you have your Solana address. You can share this wallet. This is going to be your trading wallet. It's how you're identified as a trader, and you can receive or send Solana from this wallet. The only way you can access your wallet is with this extension or those 12 words, so don't forget it. So we're first going to set up our trading terminal. Here we use Axiom. It is literally the best, and you can go to axiom.trade/@prosper. The link is also in the description at the top. And then you're gonna click on Start Trading. You're gonna use code Prosper right here. You need a code to sign up. It's like beta or whatever, so use mine. And you can either use a random email or just continue with Phantom or Google. We're gonna continue with Phantom since I already made it. I use Google on my main account. You click sign, whatever, and it's literally that easy. And now you're automatically onto Axiom. So Axiom is actually gonna create your own wallet. It's gonna create another Phantom wallet. You can use it or not. It's up to you. And then here they're just new features. You can buy Solana from Axiom directly, so you don't even need to use a Phantom wallet. Phantom wallet is just convenient to have because you can use it on your phone and on anything else. So if you prefer to just use Axiom, you can do that. Now we're gonna go to our portfolio first, and then this page is gonna show us all of our wallets. So this is the Axiom wallet. If you want to use your Phantom wallet, you're gonna click on the import button right here, and you're gonna put in the private key. To get to the private key, it's really easy. Literally just go to Phantom, go to the account, click on Manage Accounts, click on the account, click on Show Private Key, put in your password, and then you're gonna be able to click on Solana, click I understand, copy and paste that key, and import it into your Axiom. And as easy as that, now you have access to the wallet that you just made on Phantom, or you can also use the Axiom wallet. Again, it doesn't matter, it's personal preference. So the first screen on Axiom is going to be this discover screen. You're going to see trending tokens. You can filter it by like the past 5 minutes, 1 minute, 30 minutes, whatever. You can also use Deck Screener. It's kind of the same thing, just a list of trending tokens. And then you can also see Pump Live. Pump Live is pretty cool. It's a bunch of people that are live streaming on Pump. I'm sure you've seen really cool clips online of like live streamers doing crazy stuff. And you can filter by like the highest tokens, new tokens that just came out, the top ones, whatever. And like here, I'm actually going to click on the settings, and under filters, I'm going to hide the stream thumbnails. So now I can only see like actual coins or whatever. So pretty cool way to trade if you like the live stream meta, which is creator capital markets. It's just people like creating coins for like influencers, streaming, whatever. It's a pretty big meta that we have right now, but we'll explain all that in the like next part. Now over here, we have the polls page. This is the page you'll be staring at 24/7. I think I've literally spent like 8 hours of my life looking at this page. And so you're going to want to customize it. It's super easy, and like obviously it's all personal preference. I'm not going to go through every customization, but you can go to display up here, and like for example, I like to choose mega buttons, so the buttons are a little larger to buy and sell. My show search bar, so you can like look up tickers. For example, I can look up like ETM. I like no decimals personally. I want to get rid of a lot of these because for me it's a lot like too much info and it's a little overwhelming. So I like to get rid of like fees, for example, TXs, which is transactions, I don't need to see pro traders. I don't need to see like funding time or tax or bundlers or whatever. So I like to make it a lot simpler for me to see. And obviously you can see it's already cleaned up a little bit. And then you can actually go to the bottom right down here and change your theme too. So if you like, I don't know, green, for example, click done and now it looks green. So super customizable. Shout out to Axiom. They're awesome for that. You can spend like literally like hours just figuring out exactly what you like and how you like it. So I recommend you do that, but we're not gonna spend so much time on that. So now that Axiom looks a little bit better, we still have a big problem. A lot of these coins are rugs. You can see all of these coins show above 2 million, 5 million, 3 million market cap. And like, obviously these coins are not at 3 million market cap. They literally are just there to steal your money. Axiom needs to get a little bit better at like showing new users only good coins. But if we wanna make it look easier, you can go to my Discord. Literally, link is in the description. Click on filters right here under the free. You have to verify it first. So literally under verification, just click on this checkbox and go to filters. And then you're gonna see 3 sets of filters. What we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the first one for new pairs. We're gonna click on the filter button right here. We're gonna click on import, and then you're gonna see a list of protocols. I think it already did it for us, so we don't even have to do it, but only keep, pump, bonk, moonshot, Jupiter, launch lab, radium, believe. Like, you don't really need any of these other coins. Then we're gonna go to final stretch. We're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna go to the Discord, go right under the new pairs section, and you're gonna see, look at this, final stretch. Click on the copy button, click on import, paste, and then the last part, migration. Again, these are for the 3 tabs: final stretch in the middle, new pairs on the left, and migrate on the right. Again, just copy under the migrated filters, go back here, click on import, paste, import, and then it's as easy as that. And now that really gets rid of like 90% of the rugs. I'll have a whole video dedicated to the best filters and like all you need to know about filters, but for now you can just use mine, they're great. Now we can see a bunch of coins. So what we're doing is we're pretty much looking at new pairs or final stretch or migrated, and we're looking for good coins. So I can see, for example, reverse robbery is at 50,000 market cap. It has $124,000 worth of volume and 315 people are in it, 4 of them being a KOL. So KOLs are like influencers that trade. So we can click on this coin right here and you can see the chart. And this looks like a pretty good chart. You know, it's been going up, it's been having some dips. It looks like a pretty real coin. Obviously though, you don't actually know who's in, who has how much, who's buying, who's selling, and that's a big problem. What we want is to know as much info as possible. So the best way to do that is tracking wallets. It actually is, in my opinion, the #1 most important thing you should do, especially if you're a beginner trader, because you don't understand why it sold here. Did someone known sell? Did something happen for people to sell it here? Or is it just natural price action? You need to know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, click on trackers, and then we're gonna go back to our Discord channel. Again, discord.gg/solmafia. And then under the free section, click on wallet tracking, and you're gonna see a list of wallets right here. You can just click download, click save, and then go to that message, open it up, and now you have a list of wallets. Just like before, copy all of this, click on import, paste it, and then now you have a list of all of these wallets. The best part about wallet tracking is you can see exactly how much like money everyone's making, who these people are. So for example, if I look up like, I don't know, Ethan, me, and click right here, click on scan address, and you can see exactly how much I made on this wallet. So in this case, 240,000. On 30 days, you can see it says I made 40. And again, you can trade on multiple wallets, right? When we set up our own wallets and you can get better as a trader and start getting your wallet tracked or track your friends or whatever, you can go to portfolio and you can create a bunch of these wallets, and a lot of people will trade on multiple wallets, and that's called multi-walleting. So right here on Pulse, you can see both of the wallets, our Phantom wallet that we added, and then the main wallet. Well, I can select both of them, select only one of them, and every time I buy or sell a coin, it's going to use either both or one of the wallets. So now let's go back to the reverse robbery chart, and now you can actually see, look at that. Wallets I bought were buying and selling, and they all have their own emoji. Obviously, you can set your own and, you know, change my wallet tracker, but here you can see this wallet, Aloe, bought 420 at the beginning, early, so that brought eyes to the coin. Other people were like, oh, Aloe bought. And then another person, Scented, Faye Scented, he's a really good trader. In the past 30 days, he's up $350,000, and you know, I'm sure you guys know who he is. And so you can actually see when people are buying, you can see that Scented sold. And if we scroll this up right here and go to top traders, you can see that Scented actually top traded this coin. He was the best trader on the coin. He bought $1,000 at 15K and sold $3,000 at 36, and so he made $1,700. So I hope we're getting getting a little bit of the hang of this. Now, how do you buy and sell? Well, it's really easy. You're gonna want to first make your like coin panel look a little bit nicer. So this is like where when you click on a coin, it looks like this. You're gonna click on wallet tracker right here, and then you're gonna see trades. Now, every single time someone takes a trade, you can see, look, sent it, sold, bought. And you can actually put this on the right. So if I just drag it all the way to the right, if it lets me, there we go. Now it shows all of the trades on the right, so I don't even have to keep that little window open. It's always going to be there. I can like drag it like here, and then I can go back to like our coin, and now it looks a little bit nicer, right? You have the chart, you have the list of holders, and you can see how much percentage every single holder has. As a good rule of thumb, you don't want one holder to have more than like 5% of a coin, for example. If it's over 5%, it's a little scary, but like most of the time people will have maybe more than 5% on multiple wallets. So maybe this wallet and this wallet could be the same person. And so that's why tracking wallets is important, because some people, especially me, honestly, like I like to buy larger percentage of coins, but I'll split it across multiple wallets, not to scare anyone off or anything. So obviously that's like one way people trade, whatever, but you can see different holders and how much they have. You can see how much they have in their soul balance. I can click on the top holder and see how much money he's made. The top holder is down $2,000 on the past 30 days, you know, so I can see like what he makes his money on. Again, all of this stuff is like really basic, and there's so much I can go into. I can literally make this like a 5-hour long video, but I just want to get the basics out of the way and make it so that you can get started trading as quick as possible. You can click on this little instant trade button right here, and it's going to pop up with a buy and sell panel. And so now you can buy and sell coins really easy. Let's say I wanted to buy, I don't know, 1 SOL of a coin. I would click on here, and then it would put me 1 SOL in this position, and I can either like sell 50%, sell 100%. You can also buy and sell on the right here. It's a little slower. I like using the instant trade panel, but you know, it's all personal preference. If you want to type in, you can do that. You can set limit orders, so I can go to limit and make it so that, let's say I want to buy the coin only if it goes under 29k. I would buy 1 SOL at 29k, and it would create an order. And if the coin goes under, it's going to instantly buy it before anyone else. It goes for the same thing with sells, right? So if I want to create a limit order and make it sell the coin if it like goes under a certain amount, I could just click on that. And then I can even use something called advanced mode. And let's say the dev of the coin sells. So that's the creator of the coin, by the way. That's the first person that buys it. And you can see that by going to the trades. And then all of these are obviously all the trades for the coins. I like to do trades panel. So if I click on this trades panel, now you're going to see another thing here. And you can see literally every single trade of the coin. $61 buy, $200 sell before me. You can see what people are doing live. If I click right here on the age, you can see that the dev of this coin started the coin and he bought $200 and he sold $900 at 30k. Usually having a dev in or out of a coin is like good or bad depending on the coin. You want devs to sell on memes, right? On narratives, and we're going to talk about what makes a coin good or bad. But on meme coins, you want a dev to sell, and on like creator coins or AI coins or projects, you don't really want the devs to sell. So I mean, you'll learn based on that. But our Axiom looks pretty good now, right? You're seeing the chart, you're seeing bubbles on them, you're seeing trades. We have a pretty good base. So one thing that we absolutely need to do is set up a Twitter tracker. What a Twitter tracker does is it actually tracks tweets and sends you a little like beep and actually shows you on the screen when a tweet comes out faster than Twitter itself. And so this is super important because certain people in the world have so much motion and so much influence that a coin is tokenized depending on what they tweet. Or if news comes out, obviously that's going to be turned into a meme coin. So you can use the built-in one through Axiom. And if you want to import a bunch of tweets, you just go to tracker, you go to on the right here, it says customize feed, go to here, click on import, and then go to our Discord, again, discord.gg/solmafia, and you'll see a Twitter list you can just import. And then if you want to see the tracker, bottom left, you can just click on Twitter tracker and you'll see it. And every time someone tweets, it'll show up here, right? So like, I'll just add like a, I don't know, random person, for example. Let's do like this guy, T9dro, whatever. If I refresh, look, all of his tweets will show up here. And just like the wallet tracker, you can like move it around. So this is the easiest way, again, on Axiom. What I like to use is something called Rapid Launch. Link is in the description. And it's pretty much a Twitter tracker that also lets you like make coins, and it has a little more customizability. So like it'll make like a beep every time that like a certain person says something, or it'll highlight like a certain person's tweet in a different color. So I'll just pull that up real quick to show you what it looks like. But again, it's pretty simple to set up, and it already has a bunch of accounts like preloaded for you. So this is Rapid right here. There we go. And how I'm trenching pretty much all day is I'm staring at this, right? So I have Rapid open, and then I have Axiom, and I'm essentially just waiting for someone good to tweet something. And I'm also looking at every single coin that comes out. And so obviously like the screen is a little squished. I have a wide screen. What you can do is like zoom out. You can make certain like things smaller. Like everyone does it in a different way depending on obviously your setup and preferences. So to be able to actually buy and sell a coin, before we even talk about like what coins are, you have to actually set up your buy and sell settings. This is the last like settings thing to explain. And again, I'll have another full video tutorial like with more details on how, but essentially you can set 3 different presets. And for every single buy, you can think of 3 settings that are really important. That's slippage, priority, and bribe. Priority and bribe fees are essentially fees that you have to pay to get your order filled faster and above other people. The best way to explain that very simply is that for every order that you put in on like Solana on the blockchain, someone is in the middle saying, oh, I am taking care of you 10 people. I'm going to take a small fee, and in return, I'm going to buy the tokens from someone and give it to those people. And so what decides whether me or Orangie or you or Scented get to buy a coin if we all click on the coin at the same time? That's the fee, right? I am going to give the person in the middle a priority fee to be able to get filled into the coin. So buy the coin before Orangie or Scented or you a little more, and the person with the highest fees wins. And so when you're trading with a low port, we're going to set fees to literally what they are here, probably 0.01 priority, 0.01 bribe, and then I like to crank slippage up a little more, so I would put slippage to 80%. And all slippage is let's say I buy a coin and then 10 other people buy a coin at the same time as me, and by the time that the person is validating my fees and saying, oh, it's your turn to buy, if the coin is 80% higher or 100% higher, that decides whether I get into the coin or not. So again, if I put a slippage at 100%, let's say I buy this coin at 6K. In the moment that I buy the coin, it instantly doubles. Do I want to be in the coin or not? Yes or no? That's what the slippage is. If I'm at 100%, I'm okay with buying at 6K, or at 12K, but I'm not okay with buying it at 13K. So that's like kind of like a basic overview on fills. Again, it's not super complicated. I'll have a full tutorial about it, but the best settings are pretty much these. I would keep 100% slippage, priority fee to 0.001, bribe to 0.01. This is in Sol, by the way. And then kind of the same thing for sell settings. Maybe slippage is a little lower, so we can do like, I don't know, 40%, 0.001, 0.01. And then like if you want to get filled faster, you can raise this bribe fee. So let's say you're buying with like, I don't know, 2 or 3 Sol and you have a little bit more money to play with, I would raise the bribe fee to maybe 0.1 or 0.2 or 0.3. But if you're buying with literally like 0.2 buys or like anything under 1 Sol, you can leave your bribe fee at 0.01. It's not really going to affect you. And then right here, you can actually change the amount of Sol you buy with. So let's say I put 0.3. Now, every time I click, or 0.2, for example, or whatever, every time I click on this buy button, it's going to buy it for 0.2 Sol, which is a decent bit of money. 0.2 Sol. Sol is right now $210. So 0.2 is buying in with 42 bucks, you know? So that's pretty much how you buy and sell. It's pretty easy. Those are the settings I'd recommend. Just leave them where they are. And then if you're, you know, playing with more money, I'll refer you to a full video that explains it better. But, you know, that's the basics. So research is the most important part of trading, I would say, like right after wallet tracking. And that's because obviously for every single narrative, if you have info before someone else, you're going to make the most money. So let's say I'm looking at these coins and I see like Humo just came out and I'm like, all right, we talked about this. What is it exactly? Well, I can like look through this Twitter account and I can see, okay, it's a coin that they're trying to list on Binance and Bybit, and they sniped it, and like I can try and figure out who created the coin. I can go to their website. They're saying that like Steve Jobs created the coin. Kind of weird, like whatever. I don't think it's anything crazy. If I look at this coin, I look at this guy Log, he just bought few. Why did he buy it? Well, most will watch, millions will try, but only few will win. This coin has been tried many times. And again, that's where the practice comes in. I know that they've made it so many times. So I don't think it's going to do super well because like they've tried to do this so many times. And let's go to like older tokens. Then maybe like a tech coin, for example, that actually did well. Okay. Llama. And I go to this account, it's at 150K and it started at 6. So imagine that we are looking at this, but instead of at 150K, we found it in new pairs and it's at like 10K. And we go to the account, we're like, what is this? Well, we see this account, we see the website, we open it up, and we say, okay, it seems to be a crypto exchange. They posted the CA on their website. That's pretty good. So they put the CA on their site. CA, by the way, is the address of the coin. So if I like copy this CA and I click slash and I paste it in, you'll find the address of the coin. That's pretty much like how you identify a coin. Every coin has a unique CA. And if you want to look up a CA on Twitter when people are talking about a coin, I can like, again, click on this, for example, and it's going to show me every single mention of a CA on Twitter, what people are saying about the coin. Did someone well-known post about it? Did a good trencher like buy it? Like this guy, for example, based Dom with 20K followers posted the CA. So that might be kind of bullish. Maybe that's why it's at 200K. But anyways, that's like a CA of a coin. So I can look at this coin. I can see, okay, the CA is on the website. I can see it's like an exchange, I guess you could trade on. So it's like we're in like perps meta. After this coin Aster went super high, people like perp dexes. So this is a perp exchange. It's followed by a couple people. I know 300 people are in the community. And so that's pretty much the type of research I'm trying to do. And I'm doing that really early, right? My strategy is to buy coins right when they come out. So that's kind of my strategy of playing on new pairs. But you know, some people are better at finding coins here. They're better at saying, hey, this coin with one viewer is worth, I don't know, 60K. So I'm going to buy it up here. I don't really love this narrative. It says one viewer on Twitch stream is going to change your life. Okay, they're sending the fees of the coin to people with like low viewer counts on Twitch. It's actually not a bad narrative. It's wholesome. The guy's showing his face. So that's actually pretty bullish. People are buying the coin. So actually the coin actually just got a lot better. I don't know if I want to buy it up here, but you're seeing it's getting a lot of volume and a lot of bids because, you know, this guy shows his face. So they're like, oh, we trust him. Like he's not going to hard rug us, whatever. Obviously, like that's just a catalyst that makes a coin stronger. That is something that makes the narrative stronger because he's showing his face and he might actually do what he's saying he's going to do. Now, we don't know if he will, but the idea is that he does, right? That's what people are gambling and speculating on. And if you had known that he was on live stream and showing his face down here, you would have been able to easily say, okay, this is worth a little more than 10K. Is it worth more than 40? I don't know. Let's see. It could be, it could not be. And that's also why it's important to have streams, right? Like this guy, DV, who bought this down here, is also streaming at the same time and talking about the coin. He's like, oh, I'm in the coin. What do I think? Whatever. And he's sharing his thoughts with the people who follow him and his voice chat. And you can hear exactly what they're saying. Oh, actually, wait, this has been done before, or this guy's already rugged or whatever. Maybe it hasn't, whatever. That's kind of the idea. So anyways, that's kind of the basics. I know it's a lot. I know there was a lot in this video. I hope that you guys learned something. If you have any questions, join the Discord. Go to ethanprosper.com to reach me on all socials. And yeah, it's kind of the basics that you need to trade. Obviously, like you're gonna learn and forget. And the idea is just to give you guys a basic overview. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go to ethanprosper.com to see the rest of my links. I'm literally live on Twitch almost every day, and there's so much value in joining the Discord, discord.gg/slowmafia. Also, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. It helps so much, and I'll see you guys next time. See you in the trenches. Good luck. Peace.